Welcome to the news on Face. You're watching top news of the day. Indian exports are facing fresh troubles starting Wednesday. The United States will add a 25% extra tariff on all goods coming from India. This decision, confirmed by US Homeland Security, is likely to disrupt shipments and raise costs. Experts warn it could hit India's economy and increase pressure on trade relations between both countries. The Supreme Court has set up a special investigation team to look up into the allegations against Reliance-owned Vantara Greens Zoological Rescue Centers in Jamnagar. The sit led by former Supreme Court Judge Justice Jasti Chalmeshwar will examine the center's healing of animals, especially elephants, and also its compliance with wildlife and trade laws. Vantara said it fully respects court's order and will cooperate with the probe while continuing its mission of the animal rescue and care. At the RAND Summit conclave in Mao, Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan said India values peace but cannot afford to be pacifist. He warned that peace without power is the only utopia, stressing India must always be ready for war. Referring to the Pahalgam terror attack, he said Operation Sindoor, India's military response is ongoing and has given important lessons for the armed forces. The two-day seminar will conclude with a plenary address by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. Another AAP leader faces ED action. On Tuesday, the Enforcement Directorate raided the residence of AAP MLA Sharad Bharadwaj, alleged hospital construction scam. Bharadwaj, who represents Greater Kailash, has served as Health and Urban Development Minister. He is also a key party spokesperson, saying it relates to the period when Bharadwaj was not the minister. Heavy rain has wreaked havoc in Himachal Pradesh. The flooded Beas River washed away several stretches of the Chandigarh-Manali highway between Kullu and Manali, also damaging hotels and restaurants. On Monday, schools and colleges were shut in 8 districts as 685 roads, including 3 national highways, remained closed. The Meteorological Department has issued a red alert for Kangra and Chamba, warning of more intense rainfall and urging people to stay at home only. US President Donald Trump has once again addressed interest in meeting North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un. Speaking at the White House along South Korean President Lee Jae-myung, President Donald Trump said he would like to meet Kim this year and praised his past relations with him. Trump even claimed he knows Kim better than anyone except his sister Kim Yo-jong. Meanwhile, Lee Jae-myung said he hopes Trump can help bring lasting peace to the Korean peninsula. US President Donald Trump has warned countries that impose digital taxes on American tech giants like Google, Apple, Meta and Amazon. In a social media post, Trump said such a tax is unfair, target US firms, while giving China a free pass and warned of heavy tariffs and export restrictions if the laws are not withdrawn. The warning comes as the US also weighs sanctions on European officials over the EU's Digital Services Act, even as the trade talks with China continue this week. Chinese President Xi Jinping will personally welcome Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin at the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit in Taichung on August 31st and September 1st. This will be the Modi's first visit to China in over 7 years and since Galwan clashes of 2020. The summit will also see the participation from the leaders across Asia and the Middle East. Analysts say Xi Jinping aims to showcase global South solidarity and challenge US-led efforts to isolate China and its allies. US President Donald Trump has warned China of 200% of tariff if it refuses to supply rare earth magnets to America. These magnets are essentials for cars, electronics, and defense industries. Speaking from the White House, Trump praised China for smartly building a monopoly in magnets. But he also said Washington holds stronger cards. He warned that if pushed, the US could deal China a massive economic blow, even while calling the overall relationship between the two countries strong.